Today I want to talk about why healing isn't linear. This is something that I struggle with a lot recently, and some days I'll feel like at my best. Other days I'll be sitting alone or even like in a group setting and just still be in that healing phase. I'll have a bunch of waves of guilt, regret, just betrayal, sadness, and I've come to realize that that's very natural. And when I first went through this difficulty, I thought there was going to be like a set timeline for when I'd be okay. And I've come to realize that there can't be a timeline for how long it takes you to get back to where you were. And the truth is, you may actually never get to that point. Now, healing is not necessarily about getting back to how you were before a set event happened, but it's more of about growing from it and taking what happened as a learning experience rather than holding you kind of in a miserable state all the time. Now, this is very easy to get mad about. You may be like, it's been this long and I still hurt from this thing that's happened every single day. And oftentimes in thinking that you're going to repress some emotions that you really should be feeling. And when you do that, that's kind of hurting you even more, because that repression, not only does it prevent you from growing, but it also just delays those emotions for later down the road. And so while you're healing, you have to realize that it's okay for you to oftentimes have periods where you can't focus on work, or have periods where you maybe, for example, for me, when I was trying to heal from stuff, I would play sports and lift weights, and that helped in the moment. But whenever I was in between sets, or whenever the ball went out of bounds, whenever I heard the whistle, hey, Cody, whenever I heard the whistle, it would just stop, and in that silence or pause, I would kind of just think about it again. And now that's something that has kind of faded as months have passed. But in the moment, when I got those feelings, I would get even more mad than I was before, because I was like, I shouldn't be thinking about this right now. I'm doing things to distract myself and it's not working. And so I'd create a cycle of feeling the emotion and then blaming myself for feeling that emotion, and it would just keep giving me more and more pain. And what I should have done is been okay with the fact that I was hurting, and been okay with the fact that I cared so much about what happened that even when I'm trying to distract myself, even when I'm doing everything technically to get back to where I was before that happened, it still lingers. And this may be just a part of grief. I mean, it's very difficult to actually push away the emotions entirely. But being aware of the fact that those emotions are there and being okay with it is actually what makes it heal faster. Now, sometimes this may actually spiral into a worse state, and you may keep your emotions controlling you. And oftentimes, if you let yourself feel those emotions too much, you may see a dip in your productivity. You may withdraw from friends and family. And oftentimes, you have to be aware of that as well. You have to look at that, and you have to be very aware that when your emotions are consuming you, you got to say, okay, now that this is happening to me, I'm going to make a conscious effort to distract myself and to pour out elsewhere. And that's actually one of the biggest reasons I started this channel, is because oftentimes, in how much pain I was in, I would find myself just sitting in bed and just being sad. And I realized that that doesn't really help. Uh, and I was feeling the emotions, but it's so much easier for me to feel the emotions at the camera and knowing that there may be other people that are going through similar things and that this may help. And in doing that, it's helped me heal a lot. And I think if you maybe you don't have an interest in content creation, but if you notice yourself, you know, just being miserable, you can take steps to turn that misery into something better. You can take steps to move forward instead of be stuck on what was. Now, if you know me, obviously I still have my moments. Not perfect. I'm not Jesus, obviously, but in talking about these things, oftentimes I'll pause the video and I'll be like, dang, like I don't even listen to that myself, right? And so it's like it's like so much more helpful to just talk about it sometimes and just realize that sometimes you'll get in a flow state of talking and you won't even realize that what you're saying actually can reflect you as well. So my advice, if you're healing from something right now, is to just, not only be patient and accept the emotions that you're feeling, but also balance your emotions and what matters to you, right? This channel matters to me. My grades matter to me. My internship matters to me. And so I'll feel these emotions, but when I need to focus on what I need to focus on, I have to be able to say, okay, I'm being possessed by my emotions right now. I need to keep myself in check. If you stuck around this long in the video, I thank you a lot. And if you've stuck around this channel, I'm really sorry I haven't been able to post very consistently. That internship that I started last week has taken up a lot of my time, and I'm really just trying to balance that and being physically active and spending time with family and stuff. So if you're still watching this, thank you for doing that. I'm gonna plan to at minimum post weekly, but if I have a topic that I really want to talk about and I'm during the week, I don't really got anything else going on, I might record something then and there. But if not, probably expect one every weekend. I'm still making polls for you guys to vote on what you guys want to hear about. If you have any other recommendations, comments are open, Discord's open. You can comment on the polls. And this is Cody. Cody, hey. He's like the cutest dog ever. And yeah, that's it. Thank you.